Hi everyone, how are you? Happy New Year. Welcome back to my channel. I am Kayla Nicole 999, and first and foremost, I am going to start out by apologizing. I have totally been MIA for a while, completely stopped making the videos in this series. I'll explain that in a minute. This is 90 Days to Recovery After Narcissistic Abuse. We left off on December 4th, 2020, and that was day's 21 video. Day 21's video. Sorry, I'm out of practice of making these videos. So today is January 1st, 2021. Yay, 2020 is over. Thank freaking goodness, right? Anyway, moving on. So today is technically going to be the video for day 22. And we're going to talk about narcissistic nitpicking. Now, normally I would play catch up on these videos and I would try to catch up and make up for all of the missed time, but I missed weeks, you guys. I've been gone for 3 weeks. I am not even going to try to make up for that missed time. I'm just going to apologize, and we are going to start fresh with today, day 22. Yeah, because December 4th video was day 21, so today is day 22. Excuse me, I think I may have said day 21. Anyway, today is day 22's video. Being human and not scripting means that there are going to be mistakes in my videos, but you know what? I don't necessarily have time to go edit all the mistakes out of my videos right now. I am learning some editing skills on Adobe Premiere. Super excited about that, but my life has literally fallen apart, you guys. First off, I met a guy that I'm interested in. That has nothing to do with my life falling apart, but I haven't dated in 2 years. And it's nice to have somebody that I'm interested in getting to know better. We have not gone out on a date yet. Who knows if we will ever even get to go out on a date. We live really far away from each other. It's like an hour-and-a-half drive. And my car broke down. My car that has 182,000 miles on it broke down. My car that is only 5 years old, and I still owe almost $13,000 on. My car that I just put $3,000 worth of work into literally just months ago. So I'm not really feeling like the car is worth fixing. And unfortunately, because I'm so upside down on the loan, thanks to using it for driving rideshare, I can't get it traded in. So my options are to fix it, but it's probably going to be thousands of dollars in repairs, which I don't have. It has other things that are wrong with it too. I'm at a point now where I kind of would rather just go without a car until I can get it paid off instead of continuing to put thousands of dollars worth of work into this car to repair it. So that means I'm out of work, kind of. I'm falling back onto being a sex worker. So I'm falling back onto being a cam girl and making adult content. But things blew up there too. You see, one of the main adult videos that I sell my websites on, one of the most popular ones, we're just gonna say it, Pornhub. I'm not trying to sell videos. That is not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to explain a situation that recently occurred on Pornhub. There was a very negative article written in the New York Times regarding Pornhub. And the backlash from that is that Visa, MasterCard, Discover, they have all banned purchases on the website, which is awful. First and foremost, I stand with Pornhub fully, okay? I'm gonna get more into that on a different video. This isn't the channel for that. However, Visa, MasterCard, and Discover's decisions to ban purchases on that site has put hundreds of thousands of models, such as myself, in a huge imposition because we're unable to make the money that we used to. And it's unfortunate for me because I owe Visa, MasterCard, and Discover thousands of dollars because I was using my credit cards to cover the expenses while I was in a full-time coding bootcamp in 2018, and I couldn't work because I was in that bootcamp full-time. So I owe them thousands of dollars, but they took away my ability to earn money. I'm incredibly frustrated by this. So yeah, that's why I've been busy. It has nothing to do with the cyberbullying, and it has nothing to do with the negative comments that were left on my YouTube videos right before the cyberbullying on Twitter occurred. So jumping into that, I was going to advise you guys to go back and look at the negative comments on 3 of my videos that were left by a YouTube subscriber. He wasn't my subscriber, you know, he was just someone with a YouTube account. Well, so anyway, this person left some seriously negative comments, and in the comments was narcissistic nitpicking, and I was going to tell you, go and look at the comments. They were in day 1, day 2, and day 3's videos, and it was going to be a perfect example of narcissistic nitpicking. However, I'm intelligent, and I decided to go back and look to see if the comments were even still there, because users can delete their comments. They were gone. This person completely deleted their comments. I called this person out for being a narcissist, so I'm not surprised this person came back and deleted their comments after I blocked them and took away their ability to continue commenting on my videos. However, I have screenshots of those conversations, and actually I posted screenshots of those conversations on Twitter. So if you were to go to my Twitter, you could actually find them. I'm not going to give you guys the link to my Twitter right now because I use my Twitter primarily. My Twitter is like, it's my personal account, it's my sex work account, and it's my Findom account. Jumped back into Findom, that's another story. Anyway, I got so much shit to talk about. So anyway, the screenshots are posted on my Twitter. I still have the screenshots on my camera. What I may do is edit them into some videos, you know, so you guys can actually see the conversation that took place. I'll probably remove this person's identity since the comments are not there anymore. You know, this person was really just a troll, is what they were. And a very narcissistic troll. Now, I am not a psychiatrist, therefore I cannot diagnose anybody, but the way they spoke was incredibly narcissistic. Okay, and what they were doing was nitpicking. They were nitpicking me on my videos, and they were saying that I offered help, but I'm not actually giving any help, and I'm just talking about my situation and how selfish it is of me. At least that's what they were implying, that it's selfish. And I had to go back, and I said, you know, if you actually watched my videos, because this person implied that they watched my entire series of videos, which they hadn't, because I can see how many views that I have on my videos, and I literally at this point had videos in this series that had no views. No views. So this person was just lying. Okay. But anyway, I said, if you had actually watched my day 1 video, as you have stated, you would know that I clearly stated in day 1 that I am not intending these videos to be resource videos, basically, and that I was going to be linking to other videos about narcissistic abuse for that, and that I was going to be mainly just talking about my own experience, my own personal experience with narcissistic abuse and recovering from that process. So then the person went on to state that they had like over 25 years dealing with narcissistic abuse and knowledge of this and blah. Anyway, so then they started nitpicking me because I said we instead of I in one of my videos. I said, you know, yesterday we started working on a to-do list. Well, the reason why I said that is because I was suggesting to my viewers that they also work on a to-do list. Also, I am a former teacher, so, you know, when I am talking to a class, I'm not saying you were doing this, because as a teacher, I was, you know, instructing my students and doing it along with them. So I would say we started doing this yesterday or last class or, you know, whatever. You know, also, who cares? Even if I would have said we instead of I, and it was just a mistake, I'm freaking human. Mistakes happen. This person was literally trying to tear me apart And you should have seen the mistakes in their writing. I didn't call them on that. I could have called them on that, but they were trying to bait me into attacking them back. And I chose not to. I just chose to block them because that's the best way to deal with it. You know, I did leave some comments and I did say I feel this person is very narcissistic, because I did. Because it was a perfect example of narcissistic nitpicking and narcissistic abuse, and just a perfect example of a narcissistic attack. So what is narcissistic nitpicking? Let's get into this really quickly. This video was much longer than I intended for it to be, but I had other things to explain. So going on, I'm trying to make these videos much shorter. So a narcissist will basically tell you that they want you to do one thing, but once you've completed that task, then they're going to move the goalpost because it's not good enough for them. Now they want you to do something new, okay? So let's go into an example of, you know, I explained to that person in the comments about how I clearly stated that my video series was going to be about my experience, you know, my personal experience. Well, then they moved the goalpost to me using the wrong words. They tried to attack me for using what they felt to be the wrong words. You know, so impossible standards. You can never satisfy a narcissist when they are nitpicking. Another example of this was my mother, okay? I would live with my mother when I was an adult, when I had no other choice. She would charge me rent, so I was paying her rent. I would stay in my room. It was a 2-bedroom condo. There was nowhere to escape my mother except for the bedroom. So I would stay in my bedroom. I would literally sleep to avoid her. She would barge into my room, tell me that my room stinks, that I need to get up, that, you know, I can't stay in bed all day. So I would get up to please my mother. And then I would move from the bedroom to the couch, where I would then get on my computer because my mother was watching the TV. And then my mom would start attacking to me. Well, are you just gonna sit there on your computer all day? And I'm sitting there looking at my mom sitting on the couch, doing nothing except for watching TV all day. And in my head, I'm wanting to say, well, are you just gonna fucking sit there and watch TV all day? But I knew if I said that, there was gonna be hell to pay. So then I would get up and I would get off my computer and I would leave the house and I would literally go drive around in my car and waste gas. I didn't have anything else to do. My mom would still be pissed. You know, another example is my ex-best friend, the one that I've told you about, the one that stalked and harassed me for years. You know, I would be depressed. I suffered from clinical depression. She would get mad at me because I didn't want to go out with her because I was too depressed. So in order to avoid further conflict, I would force myself to go out. But then of course, if I went out with her, she was upset because I was just a Debbie Downer, and God, I was bringing her down. And I should have just stayed home if I was going to bring her down so much. Well, it didn't matter what I did. If I stayed home, she was pissed. If I went out, she was pissed. There was nothing I could do to please her. So, you know, often a narcissist is going to criticize you. And there's a huge difference between constructive criticism and destructive criticism. And when a narcissist is criticizing you, it is always destructive criticism. They don't want to help you at all to improve. They're literally just trying to drag you down, which is why it's so important to stop being a people pleaser. You know? Just get these toxic people out of your life. Do what is best for you. You're never going to be able to please a narcissist. Just stop trying. You need to start focusing on you. You need to start living the life that works best for you. Quit living your life to make other people happy. I know it's hard, you know. I used to be that incredibly codependent people pleaser. However, my life has started getting so much better now that I've started standing up for myself, cutting toxic people, especially the narcissistic people in my life, out, and living the life that's best for me. Because at the end of the day, it's my life. and I'm gonna go ahead and close on that. I'm gonna start to try to keep up with these videos. I can't promise you that it's going to be every day, but I have no car now, so I can't go anywhere. I can't, but on that, I'm going to have to really, you know, pick up the slack and start working cam as much as possible, because the money that I make from cam isn't stable. So, you know, it's gonna be an interesting transition. But in the end, I'm kind of happy about it. Like, I mean, it sucks the way that it happens, but I was trying to transition into this anyway, and now I have no excuses, you know? Now I just have to do it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. I truly, truly wish the best for all of you this new year. 2021, you know, 2020 was a terrible year for literally everybody. Like, almost nobody had a good year in 2020, unless, you know, you're like a trillionaire or billionaire. Anyway, that's another topic. So anyway, as always, thank you so much for joining me. I know I've been slacking on linking to other videos, but I'm gonna try to get caught up. You know, life happens sometimes, and you just gotta kind of roll with it. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to try to link to some other videos, and as always, if you want to stay connected with me, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. That way you can be notified when I release my videos. And just so you know, if you are here for my narcissistic recovery videos, great, welcome. I just want you to understand that I am going to start releasing a lot of videos talking about sex work too. So if you don't like those videos, then that's fine, you know? You don't have to watch those videos. Just watch the videos of mine that you feel like watching. Don't do anything that's gonna make you feel uncomfortable. But I like to be transparent about what's going on, okay? So anyway, thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful January 1st. And I will see you guys again